I'm not gonna do it.
Okay. Welcome everybody back to another Boldcast reaction. I'm Lindsay.
I'm Carson.
And today we are watching Ranking of Kings episode 7. Yeah, we're really loving the show so far. Some really bad stuff is happening. I don't know what, I don't really know what's gonna happen next, but we'll find out in this episode.
I don't have anything to say. Let's go.
Please like, please subscribe. You can check out our Patreon to get at least a week ahead, if not more, as well as uncuts. Let's go. Take them off.
Don't tell me what to do.
Oh.
She's gonna be resurrected. Is it Miranjo, or is it the old king, or is it...
I feel like it would make sense for it to be the old king, because he clearly doesn't want to be dealing with her anymore, and I think he'd be pretty fucking pissed off to be brought back to life in his own son.
Yeah.
Could be something else as well. It could be some kind of evil, like, deity that maybe she worships.
Resurrection. It's probably just her, right?
I originally thought so, but yeah. If she's dead, but she's still kind of like hanging on just a little bit in that mirror.
Yeah, maybe they tried to kill her to break themselves from the curse, but it didn't work, and she just like hit herself in the mirror until the second son was born. Somebody with some ambition, but no claim to anything.
What's the guy's name again with the spear?
Apis.
Apis.
Apis. Apis. Apis. I just found out the English version of this, or we just both found out the English version of this guy's Vegeta, Chris Sabat.
Not well, in fact.
And why aren't you king? Ma, nah.
Yes, he's so modest. That's sad.
Yeah, it is sad.
He was a prince.
Is this his dad?
I don't know. That'd be interesting if he knows him.
You want money?
これはポーションですね。残念ながら私にとっては何の価値も。すごい。俺の全財産だ。
So
Perfect.
I don't know about this guy. It seems like a lot of talk.
He does seem
and
like a lot of talk.
of greed.
He's like, oh, my concern for the people is unmatched by my brother. It's like, hey, then why are you sitting in this fucking cabin in the corner and not in the castle? Why is he acting like he's gonna get, like it's gonna get stolen?
Curse.
So they aren't gonna try and break the curse.
Aww. Just leaves and never comes back.
It's like it's not even his house. Like, please make yourself at home. I'll be back on the morrow. What did they do? Oh, he came back drunk.
Oh.
Yeah. He's a drunk. That's why he's here. Meaning,
Great.
you got in a fight over a bet and then you lost all of your money.
Well, you wouldn't know because you can't see.
Is it Dio?
Let him sleep in. Oh, he's doing the chores.
No, it's Reagan's voice from Mob Psycho. He seems like a very similar character.
Oh. Just the tiniest little bit of water.
Bojji's so good. Look at him go. Roll up his sleeves.
Like he's not strong, but he can clean really good and cook really good. Oh. Whoa! Although I would say that I don't think that's gonna be very good.
I think you're wrong.
Well, okay. He's or no, it's so
no,
gross.
It's so terrible.
It's so disgusting.
He just thinks it's really good.
He took cooking lessons from Yor while we weren't looking. Oh, he tried so hard. Oh.
丸ごと殻ごと
I thought he was doing like a hard-boiled egg, but like...
Oh, he's so proud. Well,
Maybe it's really good.
美味しいみたいですね。
Oh god.
It can eat anything.
歩けば地震を引き起こし、湖の水を飲み干し、何千人の食料を一日で平らげてしまう。影くん、ちょっと。あなたは彼が巨人の子ということを知っていましたか？いや、知らないけど。巨人は大きいはずですが、彼はとても小さい。そして巨人は人の何倍も。
Maybe the king... Wait. Maybe the king didn't make the deal. Maybe it was generations before, because the king wasn't taller than mountains, but he was a giant.
That's true. Although there could be multiple different types of giants, or he could have been like a half giant, or...
I think they're setting up that like Bojji is descended from these giants, and like giants are supposed to be that big. So maybe they didn't recognize that Boss was a giant necessarily, just a really big guy, strong man, or something. But the king here, his brother Desha, he recognized immediately that that Bojji was a giant person.
Although that could have also been because he knew that his dad and knew that his dad was a giant as well.
The way he was describing them when he was like reading the curses on them, it seemed like he was like identifying them like what they are rather than like with his knowledge, because he said it was like a description of their being rather than what he knows about them.
Well, he didn't know who they were until they woke up as well.
Yeah, so then he wouldn't have known in that moment, right? Because the idea is like if Boss was like a giant, or Boss was not a giant, and Bojji's like even smaller, so like they're getting smaller and weaker.
Oh. Good thing he was behind them so he didn't
see what they were saying.
Yeah.
I don't see Bojji cutting anybody.
I know.
You know? That's the only thing that'll work.
This is what I was like. That's what it's like. Oh, when he can dodge, if he can touch the person, then he can
get
cut
a stiletto, like a mini rapier
but
dagger.
Like, do I want him to be slicing people up? It seems so wrong. It seems like he wouldn't want to, and he would be really upset if you like sliced someone,
stabbed somebody.
Like if he adopted the fighting style of Reapy Cheep the Mouse, where he's like tiny and just like jumping around and like
for all the Narnia fans
like
out there,
needling, literally like with just a big needle, like poking them to death. You know.
That's the only thing that would work. Like if he has zero physical strength, he needs like something sharp enough to pierce
or, like,
through
poison.
their skin.
Like,
or poison.
Yeah, you need something just to poke them and kill them.
Like that's what.
That's so horrific.
That's like the trope of any assassin. It's like they're not big and strong, but they're like quick and nimble. So if you're quick and nimble, you need to have like the tools of an assassin in order to do any actual damage. But I don't think Bojji could do that. Is that the Dragon Slayer?
Oh, sorry. This is unrelated, but I have to say it before I forget it. So what I was thinking is we learned that in the ranking of kings, whoever's in number 1 gets to pick from like certain items. So what I'm thinking is Miranjo wants
Daida
whatever
to be.
that wants him to be number 1 so that she can get a handle on whichever one of those items she wants.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's what makes it think like it's a generational thing. Maybe she is like the Shadow Lord type thing where it's like she found a giant or something and then had that put a curse on them or made a deal with them so that their descendants would get smaller and weaker over time and more easily controllable, but still have like the blood of the king or whatever. And then once there was the right one came along, then she would strike. Because like, you know, I don't know, maybe that's, and maybe he thought that he could get rid of her and killed her or sealed her away in the mirror or something, and thought that it would work, but it didn't, and then didn't think that Daida would have the mirror or something. I don't know. I think I'm based on what Despa was saying there with the giants. I think that there's maybe more. It goes deeper than just the king, like making a deal, possibly. Can you even lift that?
Still too heavy for him. Oh my god.
What if he uses like a crossbow or something?
Yeah.
そうですね。あなたにぴったりだ。さあ、これであなたには誰もかな。そのため
We're not gonna see it, are we?
秘技を教えます。
デスパーさんとずっと稽古している。
Sweeping the roof, the ceiling.
ご苦労、影くん。
He's so tired he wheels him away.
スパイスなんです。でももしボッジ君がくじけそうになったら何も聞かず元気づけてあげてください。
もちろん。
ごちそうさまでした。本当はあなたをびっくりさせたいだけかもしれませんね。
おやすみ、ボッジ。
Let's do homework. Reading for a certain amount of time.
ボス。
Where's this tree?
Some distant cavern of the underworld. They're all tired from trying to
Tucking
get
him
him. And then he runs back.
That's some good training.
おかえり。朝ごはんできてるぜ。
So let me get this straight. They have to pay you so much money and then they clean your house and cook all your meals, you fuck. I'm so interested to see what he's been doing.
なんだ。おい、どうしたんだ。おい。
何ですか。
すげえ音。大丈夫か。
大丈夫ですよ。問題ありません。
What is he learning? Is he just
know.
learning magic? Like,
I don't know. His hands are all like scuffed up. I wonder.
I thought that was just from gripping something.
Yeah. I wonder if he has like some kind of magical item.
Yeah.
He has like this
Wrist blade.
そうか。私はまた息子を犠牲にしたか。
I told you, generational shit.
I guess so.
I've sacrificed another son. Is that boss talking? Or is that an older giant?
I wonder, because it's, did we just, like, misinterpret that scene where, like, I thought that it was Boss who created this whole thing, and he wasn't a king before that, right?
The kingdom?
This kingdom.
Yeah. No, yeah, he was the first, he rose up as a hero to save all these people, and then he became king of all these people.
Yeah. So if it was the generational thing, like, you know, the previous, there wasn't people living here before who had this elaborate setup, and he was just a guy. He wasn't like a king or anything before that. So I wonder.
But the giants were powerful before that, right?
I guess.
Like they were like as big as fucking mountains and everything, but they can't rule a land. I don't know. Sacrificed another son. By son son applies that it is Boss, and he has had multiple wives and multiple children and everything. And that would mean that like everyone in the castle kind of knows about it, and he's been king for like a long time, and like just, you know, has a kid, Roose Bolton's them, if anybody knows that theory. Basically has children just to take their skin and like an immortal vampire, just keep skin changing down the line to your own children.
I guess I wonder if it's also, I don't know, like, I feel like it's very mysterious, so I'm not sure if it could be something like, like if it's not, because I don't, it just seems like it's not Boss, and if it would have been him, then that means that it wouldn't have even been Boss in the first place. It would have been someone else before then. But he really cared about Bojji, and like what's,
maybe it was a lie. Maybe he wasn't.
But then if your whole thing was that you wanted to reincarnate into your son, why would it matter which son it was? And why would Miranjo be all frozen up if there hadn't been some sort of other plot? And I wonder if there's like someone else who is more of a distant relative, or I don't know, like maybe this is like a cross kingdom type of thing, like if I don't know if other people are like in this. You know?
What? No, I don't know what you mean.
I don't know, like, I wonder, like, if it could be from, like, his mom's side, potentially, that, like, there could be something more elaborate going on with like, she got brought in, we don't know how they met, or if she got, like, married into this family from somewhere else, and like, I don't know.
But that wouldn't make, he just said, so I've sacrificed another one of my son, or whatever.
Another son. Another son. Not another one of my sons.
Yeah.
Just another son of potentially someone else, or.
But then who would, like, the line implies that this has happened before, so did it happen? I guess that it doesn't have to have happened here. It could just be something
that it's not. It just has to be the son like eating the like liquid of the father, and like having this resurrection thing take place to allow some other entity to inhabit their body, or something.
So is this just the demon?
I don't know.
That big giant demon we saw that like flew off and nobody questioned it. Everyone was like, "Oh, what was that?" Anyway, like,
I don't know. I don't know. I feel I don't know. I feel like there's more to it than it just being whatever, like being something that was in Boss now coming into him. I feel like it's
this is like I don't
think it's because he didn't say, so I've sacrificed another son of, or like sacrificed another son sounds more like another of somebody else's son, not just another of my sons, you know?
Yeah, and
if it was Boss, then he would know his own son, and he would have known that this would happen, so it wouldn't have been a surprise of like, oh, I've been MIA for like
seems, yeah.
years, and now I'm back, so that by default means
You don't have to scream about it, just
sorry.
so you know.
I'm sorry.
You're just hurting my ear. Yeah, I think you're onto something there. I'm not sure exactly who that could be. Mm-hmm. But I also don't know what Bojji is doing in there.
I know.
What could he be doing? Is he like just like maybe he's what could he be possibly be doing to break rocks in half? Just like something really, really sharp. Like that's the only thing I can think of. Like again, it goes back to like, is it a stiletto or is it like a katana that's just like absurdly sharp to where
if it's something like really light, but he has like learned to like find like a very specific weak spot that if you like poke something there, it will.
It just seems like that's too obvious. Like it seems like that's just like you wouldn't need to hide that from me for me to like, you know, there's no way to hide that. So why even do this thing where they're behind a door like training this super secret thing if like it just is what I'm sure everybody expected for him to use like a small, very sharp thing.
Yeah.
To like hit death by 1,000 cuts, you know. But maybe that's all it is, and they're just trying to create the tension for it. Because that's like there at this point, like what other option is there? Like that so you know, doing this whole thing from a training arc thing of like the mystery, what could he possibly be doing? Like there's only one possible thing unless you know something we don't that he could be doing in this case. I
like the cooking and how he's just his stomach will take anything.
Yeah.
So he just oh wow, this is so good, and this is absolutely fucking horrendous. From like his ancestors just demolishing like rocks
Cities,
and shit.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna move on. Leave a like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. I'm Garson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye.